Alright. How's it going, everybody? Bandy Wolf on here. We're playing Baldur's Gate 2 and 100% completionist playthrough to get all the achievements for the Xbox One version of the game. I think last episode we got the new ownership achievement. And hopefully this episode will get the episode for Corgan's side quest to find his book or whatever. First off in this episode, I did want to... Hold on. So, I'm going to do this for a bit because I wanted to, in this episode, highlight this sword. I looked at it last episode, and it talks when you're wielding it. So Minsk isn't going to be in combat, so I'm just going to switch it to my main character to get some use out of it.
What is it?
We are going to go to the graveyard to complete Corgan's quest. Apparently in a book beneath the graveyard district. Okay, so that's where we're going to go. We should have an okay time. We have a cleric.
I'm waiting.
I think I still have
Oh my gosh. We got
It's good to be up and moving.
Jihir doing love talks here. And all the romanceable characters have timed talks they bring up. You'll recognize it if you play games like this, and you can tell because of this sappy music, and you know, they talk about some personal stuff. But Jahira, I don't think I'm gonna romance. I think I'm gonna get Viconia. She's the hoe option in the game. So there's Jahira, who is the mother-like character. There is Eri, who is like the
young Anomen, samurai of the West, roaming in service of God and Lord. Tell me something of your adventures.
And what shall I tell you of?
A tale of a foul beast slain, perhaps. A story of your joust, if you wish. Very well. Two summers passed. Chosen squires of Tuam were invited to a tournament in Riatavian? I traveled as captain of our delegation, of course. En route, we were attacked by a wyvern. Overcome with fear, the battle plans that had been drilled into our compatriots fell apart as the first man was killed by the beast's claws. It would have been a veritable slaughter had I not kept my wits about me. What happened? I jumped on its back and impaled it through the spine with my spear. Your heroics saved the day. I only did what I had to as captain of our group. The order would have frowned heavily had I let the novice fools be diced by the creature. Little braggy. Dang it, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, so Ares, the innocent girl, and then, Viconia is the hoe, and she's redeemable, but, she's not as sappy as the other two. So we'll go to the graveyard here. Maybe we'll pick up Viconia in this episode, too. Okay, so we will look around here. Risa and Arenthus.
I trust you are here in good faith.
I am Don Lord Arenthus of the Church of Lathander. Excuse my young charge. Risa doesn't talk much since the death of her parents. Oh, that's terrible. Indeed it is, and there is very little that can be done for her as well, other than put her into an orphanage, I suppose. She is so shy and sad, though. I am sure it will do her no good. Tisk, tisk. If only there was someone who would take care of her. You strike me as a good person. Perhaps you would be willing to care for a child in need. What would you say to that? I lead the life of a wanderer and adventurer, priest. There is no life for a child to... There is no life for a child to take part in. Sigh. You're correct, of course. If only there was someone who could act as the girl's guardian. I do so wish there was more I could do for her. But I know of nobody. Sigh, that is too bad. If someone does come to mind, please return and tell me. I would like to help this girl if I can. Lathander's blessing upon you.
You can't be serious.
Give me some direction.
That's it right there. That's Lilarker.
I'm waiting.
I didn't know he actually had conversation outside of combat.
It's probably best left to me.
No.
What is it?
Actually, I don't want to go in here yet.
Help me, please. It's Uncle Lester. He's risen from his grave. He scared everyone away who was at the funeral, and now he's come after me.
Put up with that cheap bastard all my life. You know what he left for me in his will? A sweater. Now even in death the damnable fiend still torments me. Okay. Uncle Lester.
Cheap sweater? Well, I'll have you know that belonged to your grandfather, you ungrateful git.
Ah! It's him!
Call me a fiend, will you? Well, I've never seen such a cheap funeral in my life. You sold my clothes and kept the casket closed. You picked the flowers this morning from near the swamp.
And you gave a drunken priest of Talos a few coppers to slur some lines of profanity to pass for a eulogy. The outrage. The sheer outrage. Ah! How could I afford anything, old fool? You left all your money to that Kalashite whore. You're lucky I didn't just dump you in a river. Oh, the indignity, the insufferable dignity, you miserable wretch of a nephew. Get back in the grave, you worm-ridden devil. Only you would rise from the dead to torment me. Oh, I'll go back, all right, but not before I kill you, you disgusting piece of filth. Prepare to die, Nevin. He ain't hostile. There, stupid git didn't deserve more than a sweater and a kick in the rump anyway. I wonder where my cow-shite darling went off to. Always time for one last quickie. Weird. Okay, and this... Actually, oh, that might be... We might come back.
I hope this is worth it. I'm waiting.
I hear you well enough.
Used and skilled in avoidance. Yoshimo is willing.
So, man, a lot of things happen real quick. So, Lilarker, is actually voiced by a pretty well-known voice actor. I don't know, let me pull him up here. By the name of Jason Marsden. My most memorable role that he did was as Max Goof in Goofy Movie, an extremely goofy movie. But he plays a lot of characters. So I know he was Thackeray Binks in Hocus Pocus. He played in Spirited Away. He is an actual actor, so he was in a lot of things like General Hospital and Baywatch and Tales from the Crypt and a lot of things. I didn't watch a lot of these. Ally McBeal, Will and Grace. He was in Full House, Boy Meets World, and Step by Step, which I know those pretty well. That's around the time when I was a child and I watched those. But he's well known as a voice actor. He played Kovu, the Rogue Lion in Lion King 2, Chester McBadbat in Fairly Odd Parents, played G.I. Joe, Ultimate Spider-Man, Batman, Avatar, Legend of Korra. He plays Haku in Spirited Away. And then Young Justice, Secret Life of Pets, Monsters U, Transformers, and he played in Skyrim. Let me looky here. And his voice is actually really noticeable too. If you know what you're looking for. So the Legend of Korra, I watched that, but I don't. It's Huon and AA. I don't remember those characters, but he was only in a handful of episodes, so I guess it must have been a small arc. He was in Diablo 3 as additional voices. He played Noel Kreese in Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13. Scooby-Doo. X-Men. StarCraft 2, Fallout New Vegas, Resonance of Fate. Right here on his IMDb page, he's even referred to as that guy from that show, because his voice is really noticeable, but he doesn't get, like, I guess, A-list actor cred. But he also is just, not only is his voice recognizable, but his face is recognizable too.
I'm waiting.
Because of the actual acting credits that he's done.
First in gutter water, bleeding from every orifice, don't you know?
Okay. But I'm gonna keep using the Larker just to
You're rather outlandish folk to be wandering round.
kind of get an example of his voice.
Something now? Huh?
There it is. That one actually doesn't sound like Jason Marsden to me, but
What
Where
is
shall I display my skill in this? Very well.
Give me. I'm waiting.
Hiya!
I'm
I
waiting.
shall do more than your I'm ready.
it's like outside of what I anticipate for his voice, but you know, I can tell after knowing that it is him that I can recognize it. But
I'll see.
okay, we got another quarterstaff. So I'm pretty sure this is Azure Edge, and I have no idea what that quarterstaff is. We're looking for somebody to take care of that little boy or that little girl.
It's done.
So I don't want to go in here because I think I want to go in a certain area of it just to do Corrigan's quest, but I think that was
No time to chit chat.
part of like a dungeon later. Our Jeeves was a much finer butler than their Jeeves, and their carriage driver Anthony. Don't even get me started on that. Oh, don't get excited, dear. Your heart shouldn't have to put up with such poor service. Try not to think about it. The quality of his toadying was severely lacking. Not like old Jeeves here. He was the most obsequious groveler that I've ever had the pleasure of being fawned over. We should get back, dear. The new Jeeves is waiting with lunch. Oh, let us stay for a few minutes more. Old Jeevesy would have wanted it that way. Interesting.
I'm waiting.
I'm skilled in avoidance. Hiya! The dwarfs love that stuff.
What is that? Protection from normal
Give
weapons.
me some direction. It's probably best left
I
to me.
never.
I thought for sure there's like a paladin around here that you can talk to get to take care of that little girl. Sethi?
Yeah?
Sethel? Oh my god. We should be able to kill these.
Be quick with it. I hear you well enough.
Okay.
Stand
What is it now? Your time ready.
If things start getting dicey, I'm going to switch to my
I'm waiting.
Burning Earth sword, but I want to hear the Larker.
Point the sword, and I shall strike.
And I'm actually kind of afraid of these mummies, so I'm gonna.
Give me some direction.
Be quick. I hear you well enough.
Okay.
About time we got to...
I'm really surprised that the Larker hasn't commented yet.
What is it now?
Where shall I display my skill in
Bloody
avoidance?
ready. I'll do it. About time we got to business.
I shall go forth at your command.
Alright, now we can use this.
I am ready.
You point the sword, and I shall strike.
Swords,
I am
not
ready.
words.
So good. Feels so good.
I'll see.
Okay, that I'm pretty sure is just a +1 two-handed sword. So we will do that.
What is it, monster?
I have skill in avoidance.
Yeah, give me
Be
some.
bloody ready.
I'm waiting.
Okay.
If it must be done.
The god Kelimvor. Nearby you see an open grave. A chill runs up your spine as you hear a sound emit from it. You shake your head and continue walking. The sound is clear now. You're not imagining muffled cries for help are coming from the grave. Grave is only partially filled. The gravekeeper must be lazy. Within a few minutes you have reached the coffin. You open it to find a corpse and a man who is quite obviously alive, and you help him out of the coffin. Oh, bless you, my lord, bless you. I did not know how much longer I would survive in there as I was. Who are you and how did you end up being buried alive? I was buried by the men who kidnapped me. They held me for ransom for my family, and after my family had paid, they knocked me out. I remember being carried here and thrown into that grave next to another body, and then they buried me alive. I'm sure I would have died if you had not arrived sooner. What a horrid death these evil men in store for me. What can you tell me about these men? I don't know their names. There were 3 of them. The youngest carried me here. He dressed all in red, strange and bright as you please. I woke up with this in my hand, and I think I must have torn it off his shirt when he threw me in the grave. Here, perhaps it will help you find him. Is there anything else you can think of? Only that there was someone who spoke to this man, perhaps the gravekeeper. You should talk to him at least. He must have seen something. Thank you. I'll do my best. Those who bury the living must be buried by a righteous fury. Woe betide those who would flout justice. So says Minsk, though betide was Boo's word. Are there not more important ventures we could be taking this manner of aid? It seems quite tedious. This is a test for the garrison, Calvin. Now. I think that's an achievement quest as well. So we'll keep that in mind.
Know that and be judged.
My name is Kamir, Paladin of Helm. I beg your forgiveness if my demeanor is not more welcoming. What brings you to this place? I am no more unique than most who come here. My son lies in yon wee grave. I failed my oath to protect the lad, and he has been taken from you. There is no need to blame yourself. You know not of what you speak, though I am sure you mean well. I took the boy under my protection when his mother was slain by foul orcs in the mountains. I knew not her name and could not save her from her injuries after I killed the orcs. She gave her son to me, and I swore an oath to look after him as my own. And I have. I mean that I did. I loved the lad dearly. Stefan, I named him. Strong, honest boy. But I was called by duty to Tether. On my return, I discovered Stefan had been slain by brigands. I should have been there for him. You did all you could. You're not to be blamed. But I am. I failed my vow, and I know no way in which I can atone for my failure. There's only some way. I would embrace it gladly. And that's where the orphan comes in. I may know of a way. There's an orphan girl not far from here, accompanied by a priest of Lathander. Perhaps you could atone by caring for her. An orphan, you say? Perhaps that would be a way to atone for my failure. Thank you, my lord. I shall go and talk with them at once.
Cast off your old beliefs and be
Die for
saved.
disturbing my rest. I'm a little scared. Okay, so...
Yeah.
Okay, first off, he's immune to damage, so we want to do this.
You
I
point
await
swords,
only.
not words.
Yes,
Give me some direction.
I am ready.
We are casting Remove Fear.
Do you want growling?
I am going to Rage.
He's dead.
And I'm actually going to take advantage of that Tugan bow.
My sword, and I shall strike.
And he has no magical melee weapon, so...
I'm waiting. Yeah.
Embarrassing.
That's not right. I hear you, not words.
What
Speak
is it
when
now?
you stand ready.
Time is up. Give me some direction.
Glory. Now,
Yeah, he hits hard, but we're taking him down.
Let's see what your guts be looking like.
Okay. Corgan is not very good at dodging hits.
Blood and glory. Now you die.
Yeah. Give me some
I shall
direction.
go forth at your command.
Ready.
Where shall I display my skill and expertise?
Nature's
You
servant.
push sword, and I shall strike.
We need to get a magical weapon for this dude, though.
I'm waiting. Yeah. Give me
Be
some
quick,
direction.
not words.
I think. Nothing dangerous, I would hope.
Yes.
What is it now? Groundling.
Ready.
Ooh. Wonder what this is. This looks like the picture looks like a good sword. It's not just a +1 sword or something. Oh, that's the piece of red cloth. Crypt.
From here, you blasted fool. Do it now.
That rage really spooks me when it goes off.
Ready.
As his day.
You point the sword, and I shall strike. Force, not words. I hear you well enough. Be quick with it now. I shall go forth at your command.
Give me some
One more
Growling skill.
Give me
Put the
some
sword.
direction.
I shall ready.
Whatever you need, I do it
I'm
well.
waiting.
Door's barred from the other side. Okay. Okay, let's go back and talk to that dude with the orphan so we get that quest finished. Now we get stuck
Must
in
be
here.
done.
I hear you well enough. You now, yes,
No
die.
effect.
Await your
Where
lead.
shall I display my skill and expertise?
Yes.
What is it not words?
Keep switching
Give me
these.
some direction.
Animan.
Shall go forth at your command.
And I don't think Animan can actually use, like, edged weapons, like swords, so he really can't do anything here.
Yeah. Give me
Put
some
the
direction.
sword. The light shall
I'm waiting.
prevail.
Scream.
Not this way. That's not right.
With vengeance.
I don't know what you were expecting, but as a
Okay, I was worried about these mummies and shadows and stuff because they're usually have some kind of status effect. Like, I think mummies can disease you, and I think some mummies have, like, level drain on you, which is
The axe be
awful.
ready.
and boost and
I am ready.
I am ready, I think.
Give me some direction.
Okay.
I'm
What
waiting.
is it now?
Await.
I have skill in avoidance. Very well. Hiya.
What is it?
Some random loot. We got a cool
Give me some
sword, a few pieces of cool gear.
I'm
I
waiting.
shall go forth at your command. Not words.
I think she was over here. Yeah.
Sees all. Know that.
I understand that the girl is in need of a guardian. I'm pleased to meet you. This is Risa. My name is Risa. Yes, I'm most pleased to agree. This is Risa. Hello, Risa. I'm happy to meet you. Are you a knight? Your armor's awfully shiny. I am a paladin, little one, something like a knight. I hold myself to strict standards within the worship of Helm. You know who Helm is? No. Then I suppose I'll have to teach you. Yes, I could teach you. Would you like that, Risa? Don't you have any children? Nay, sadly my son has recently died. Oh, you must be very sad. Yes, I am. I miss him very much. I think he would approve, however, of my taking care of you, that is, if you are willing. Okay, where do you live? Come, I shall show you to the church. Thank you, cleric, and thank you too, my lord. I am most appreciative.
I welcome you with outstretched hand.
I'm most pleased at this wonderful turn of events. There's great blessings upon you, my lord, for the part that you played in this. Sometimes Faerun can be a kind place. As we walk into this crypt behind you with skeletons in it. Now we need, Anima wouldn't be too bad here just because both Corgan and myself are using an edged weapon, so you see in the dialogue there's damage being resisted because these skeletons are resistant to damage. They do hit quite hard. I mean, I guess I could throw that out there and just use those whenever I have fire damage and something. Yokata.
I'm waiting, yeah. What is it? Give me some direction.
Okay, so yeah, wait, what's this? Entrance to lower tombs. We might head over there and enter that way to see if this is where Corgan's side quest begins. I know it's in there somewhere. I think that the door to the dungeon proper for that quest that I mentioned is barred. So
I am ready.
I shall be bloody ready.
now something that I've noticed, so something I've noticed with the collection for the console is that your story abilities, I think it's, if you're evil it's different, but if you're a good person you get Cure Light Wounds, Slow Poison, and I think you get, I think it's this. Yeah, and I think all these are Paladin abilities. But I've noticed sometimes that this Cure Light Wounds wonks out and doesn't, like,
Give me some direction.
won't work.
Out of concern.
Okay, let's... Spiders.
Let's see what your guts may look like.
Enfeeble.
I hear you. Be quick with it.
Pretty sure that's what that is. Yeah, he's
Give
enfeebled.
me some direction. I'm
What do you
waiting.
want now?
So, will the spell work here? Yes, it will. Sweet.
Give me some direction.
And I'm going to use this just to get rid of that charge.
I'm waiting.
Face spiders.
Scream for mercy.
Let's see what your guts may look like.
Well, that's done.
You shall suffer my wrath.
Okay.
Give me some direction.
Yeah, this is definitely a dungeon that you're supposed to go in later in the game for a specific purpose, but I think it overlaps.
Scream. Scream for mercy.
Oh, those are...
The way, I just knows it. A southern tomb within the open cavern. Bloody old.
I'm
Put
waiting.
the sword. I shall strike. Take
Those sword spiders clap. As you can see.
What do you want? The door.
Give me some direction. I'm waiting.
They do a hell of a lot of damage.
Hand of justice.
With vengeance.
And then I think the Ettercaps actually can poison, but I can't remember. But
Give me some direction.
Corgan just let us know
I'm waiting.
the location of his quest. So we will take this. Wait, no, he can't. Okay, now that we've kind of got some statements from Lilarker, I'm actually going to switch back to the other sword. I like that +1 hit point drain, and it's thematic. I'll RP a little bit. At least I don't metagame that much. Okay, so... yeah, I'm actually just going to go and do Corgan's quest and bounce out of here. Because I don't want to, like, ruin the chronology of the quest. I don't think that I think that it's, like, a door over here that's, like, blocked off or something.
Go forth at your command.
So I don't think that I can. I'm just to be sure. I'm just coming in here to do this.
I'm waiting.
The stale stench of death assails your nostrils. Tombs line this hall, and you hear the sound of shuffling within them.
I'm skilled in avoidance.
Oh, there's definitely traps in here.
Hi-ya! The tourists love that stuff.
Okay.
Give me some direction.
Now, while we're on the subject, I'm going to go over Corgan himself.
You've been able to decision I'd make.
I don't think that he's anywhere near as big as some of the other people I've mentioned. Like, all of his, he's only got a few acting credits, and they actually stopped a few years ago, so he may be past. Yeah, he's died. January 2016. He was 70 at the time. So, yeah, so he is Corgan. He voiced that in 2000, 2001. So he was, 60? He was born 1945. He doesn't have a whole lot of acting credits. He's got a few writer, soundtrack. He was in some voices in Scooby-Doo. He was in Transformers, Centurions. Chuck Norris Karate Commandos. I have no idea what that is, but that sounds like a can.
Friend Corgan, you are truly a paragon of dwarven ill humor. Can you find no joy in being alive? The smell of the morning dew and the feel of the free air.
Aye, I find pleasure in the feel of an inquisitive thief's neckbone breaking between my hands.
They could write a book about you. Irritable dwarven responses, they'd call it. It would be a bestseller among the smelly old drunk market. What say you? Mayhaps ye should, only pleasures of the dwarven bedchamber is a more pleasing and accurate subject. Ho, is it now? How about the unbathed adventurer travels with Corgan? Worry not, thief. There's naught wrong with your idea that a sharp blow to your idiot skull wouldn't fix. Here's your title, and ye argue with me gauntlet if you dare. Tall folk scourge, Yoshimo beware. Now shut your mouth and get to writing. I think I went too Scottish on that. But that was nice. Speaking of Corgan, yeah, just... Oh, wow. He was in a video game called Stone Keep, which I played a bunch when I was little. Came out in 1995. It's a pretty good. I don't know what you call that type of game. It's like square based. Like all of your movement is like moving from square to square, and it's a dungeon crawler. He played a pretty significant character in that called Wahuka. He was like a goblin sorcerer or something like that. That's the biggest one that I've actually seen. He was in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Star Wars, X-Wing vs. TIE Fighter. He was in the Phantom Menace as Bith Merchant / Fisherman / Lizard Boy. And then, of course, Baldur's Gate 2. I don't think he was in Baldur's Gate 1. Doesn't look like it. He was in Baldur's Gate: The Dark Alliance console game as Torgir, and Champions of Norath, and he was in EverQuest 2. But a lot of them just say additional voices or something like that. So I'm assuming that he was on 1971. That was his first credit. So he was 26? Am I doing the math right? Yeah, doesn't seem like he got a lot of, known for... He was in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, too. I didn't see that one. Davin Kotris, Nurix Sandril Guruk. So once again, not like a whole... a big characters as far as... Guruk, I remember. The other two, I don't. So he wasn't, like, terribly well known, but that's Corgan for you. So let's open up these.
Yoshimo is willing.
I don't know what's in these. Corgan is not somebody I pick up normally.
I'm waiting.
Okay, it looks like... Yeah, it looks like it opening one triggered all the other doors.
Give me some direction.
So...
What do you want now,
Vince and Boo stand ready.
Oh, wow, okay. So it triggered in a way that spawned in these shadows.
Yes.
Where shall I go? Right behind. Right.
So much comes back to haunt us.
Okay, so we're going to turn on the AI.
Feel the backhand of justice.
Give me some direction. Let's do this. Quick.
Oh, something's got level drain. This is bad. It's probably this vampire. Okay, and he's getting it too. So it's these whites as well. Oh, this is not good.
Stand ready.
I wonder if I could turn many of these. I remember Turn Undead worked really well in Icewind Dale, but I do not think that it works as... Ooh, yes it did. Ooh, that was good.
Draw from the pool of light and strike in their name.
So, as far as I understand, these three right here are running.
Give me some direction.
So I should be able to... Actually gonna doom him as well.
Yes.
What do you need? I am skilled in avoidance.
So all these except the vampire should be running, so I shouldn't have to worry about that.
I am ready.
And I should be able to get this down. Something good that... And I am going to switch to this Burning Earth for that.
You require my help. Nothing dangerous, I would hope.
Okay, we're trying to...
Mince and don't teach my hamster to suck eggs. What do you want, Grant?
Turning this off, we want to do that.
I hear you well enough.
Where shall I display
Hamster has his day. You point, I punch. Make way, villainy. Hero.
I wish that this vampire would stop targeting the people that are running from him. Okay. Gassed. Corgan should be able to handle that.
Where Minsk goes, evil.
Okay, so the vampire's down. So we need to stabilize.
I am ready. You require nothing more?
Point the sword. I shall strike.
Scream. Scream for mercy. Hi-ya!
Okay.
Need some direction.
Hold still. I'm waiting.
Me axe be bloody ready.
I hear. You point. Is it now?
I punch. Best be paid well for this. Be quick with it.
Whew, okay.
Give me some direction.
Okay, that was rough. Level drain is awful. I kind of got super focused there trying to finish that fight without losing anybody, but level drain. So Mince has still got several levels drained off of him, and I can check here in a minute what it is. So he's level 5 compared to like level 10, so he got several levels drained off of him. Not only does that, like, okay, so it pulls hit points, it pulls like Thaco, it pulls like bonuses to your pretty much any type of saving throw whatsoever. Level drain is like one of the worst things to deal with in this entire thing.
I hear you well enough.
I'm waiting.
And I honestly did not think that level drain would be something I would be dealing with in this tomb. I can use this. I just wasn't ready for it, so... And honestly, that's... Negative plane protection, I haven't used a lot. I just noticed that, you know, it helps. Usually it's reactive to where I'll use, that spell that I just had Animate cast, Lesser Restoration, and then there's a greater one too, and it restores any level drain, but it makes the caster of it fatigued, so it's not the best. Man, that... Oh, and the other thing is if your characters get level drained down, I think it can just kill you, like it just level drains you to death. I think as a Cavalier... No, I think it's the Undead Hunter that gets the resistances to level drain. I think he's immune to... And I actually think the Undead Hunter is a fighter subclass. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we go in here.
Give me some direction.
And what are these? Protection from energy. Protection from electricity. almost all the ranged like ammos are very easy to identify. So that's pretty like almost every ammo I get, I take a look. I take a look and have Yoshimo like try to identify. He has got the highest lore of my characters.
What do you need? I am skilled in avoidance.
Oh, there's a mummy. Okay. I don't want to jump too deep. This is something that happens with your AI anyway, is they'll spot something and go to attack it and reveal the fog of war of more enemies. And you can do this instead where you pull one at a time.
I shall go forth at your command.
I am ready.
You require my counsel, yes?
I'm waiting.
My weapon has no effect. Point the sword, and I shall long live the order of the most flaming heart. For I draw from the pool of light and strike in their name.
Okay, let's pull another one out here.
What is it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Minsk and every hamster has his game. Time we got to business.
I'm gonna go ahead and use the Burning Earth here for the undead because it does. I think it's +4. Yeah.
Why shall I display my skill and expertise?
Alright, I think there's a trap in front of that sarcophagus.
We are all heroes. You and Boo and I. Swords, not words.
How long is the negative plane protection rest? 5 rounds. Wait, and is it just on one person? One creature.
Yeah. I'll see to it. Yeah. Give me some direction. I'm waiting.
I shall go forth at your command.
Wait, but it's still... He's still got ability score drained. These things suck.
Let's do this. Give me some direction. Let's do this.
Okay. Yoshimo got level drained. Oh, he's paralyzed too. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. If I can kill that thing. Oh, he may die. Oh, no. Oh, no. Do I have fast healing? I don't.
I shall strike.
Oh, no.
Minsk and Boo stand ready.
Just try to... Oh. Are we gonna do it? Yeah. My gosh, those things are so annoying. I hate... Well, honestly, it's the
Yes.
what is it? What is it that's happening? The held effect. Now, okay, it just strained me to 17.
Give me some
We are all heroes. You and Boo and I. Hamsters and rangers everywhere. Rejoice!
Good lord. I thought this was gonna be like a simple side quest.
Fall, creature, and beat the earth.
You know, I need level. I guess the it wore off.
I demand that we stop.
Kill. Yeah, cool.
The day was not this long, even when I led soldiers in the order.
I'm willing.
Thought this was just gonna be real simple, maybe a few undead, but it's like the primo, like it's giving me what makes undead so annoying. Oh, he's level. Oh, see, there you go. There's another thing that I didn't even think of. It level drained Yoshimo down to level 5, so his lore is actually less
Give me some
than it used to be. So.
I'm waiting.
Wait. That one is interactable.
What's swords, not words.
I am skilled in avoidance. Whatever you need, I do it well.
Really? I am pleased at the progress that this ill-conceived
It's a
group
mummy
has
or some
made.
shit.
I had not
An
thought
undead
such a
thing
thing
pulls itself
possible.
from the sarcophagus, mumbling
Give me
angry
some
words in
direction.
some alien tongue. The thing turns its dead eyes towards you as you
I'm
recoil
waiting.
in terror.
Your command.
You require my counsel, yes?
Scream! Scream for mercy! Give me some direction.
That's all right.
I'm waiting.
Come on. Don't make me have to, like, go back and rest and all that junk. I just want to get through this. Ooh, another fancy item.
I'm waiting.
But I am going to have to take this, like, a lot slower.
Study my skill in it these days.
A mummy.
Yokata.
I hear you when I
Groundling.
I'll see to it.
Come on.
I'm waiting. Let's do this quick and pain.
Oh, in fact,
Is it now? Ready?
I'm ready, I think.
Wait, oh, he doesn't have any other...
Give me some direction. I'm
I
waiting.
shall go forth at your... The light shall prevail.
Be quick with it. What do you want, groundling?
Give me some direction.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I don't really have any healing left either. But I don't want to sleep. Oh, Lord. Let's see.
Point the sword. I shall strike.
Yeah, it's done. Give me some direction.
Okay. Okay, we got most of them to turn.
Quick and pain.
Excellent, okay.
I'm waiting.
But I don't want to,
Yeah.
there's a trap there.
Give me some
I hear
direction.
you well enough.
I can dance on the head of a pin as well.
There's gotta be a trap.
Long time ago? Yeah, I was like a moon blade.
I'm waiting.
Maybe not.
I hope this is worth it.
But if we just have Animan continue turning undead, we can,
What is it now? For honor.
we can keep them, like...
And this one's for crowds.
We can keep it to where we won't have to fight a bunch of them at once.
I'm
What do
waiting.
you want, groundling?
I'm gonna take these so I can start drinking those.
Every hamster.
Give me
I
some
shall
Go
be
forth at your command.
Just keep Animan with his turn undead on.
I'm waiting.
Okay, we gotta check that.
I hope this is worth it. Give me some
I shall strike.
Gotta
Where shall I
check.
display? Yoshimo is willing.
I'm waiting.
Okay.
Done.
Be
I
quick with
hear
it.
you well enough. It shall be done and done well.
My friend. Hold still.
Next swing.
Oh,
Give me some direction.
keep forgetting I have the AI turned off so they don't all... Or specifically so Animan doesn't attack something and turn his symbol off. Die! Okay, so there we go.
Give me
Go forth at your command. Ready.
I'm waiting.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
quick with
Point
it.
the sword.
Do you
I
want
shall
groundling?
strike.
Give me some direction.
Okay, I'm gonna save it. And we're getting close to
Cover your nose.
an hour
We will
episode,
leave
and I
no crypts
don't want to go over that, but we are so close to finishing this quest.
I'm waiting.
Standing sarcophagus is long sealed by stone. Okay.
Me axe be bloody ready.
Give me some direction.
Okay, so I think that's what we're gonna do to get through the rest of this is have Animan have his turn undead symbol on,
I'm waiting.
so that we can control the flow of battle. It should be just right over here, if I remember
Whatever you
correctly.
need, I do it well.
Yeah.
But we are going to be saving quite a bit because I don't want to
Give me some
What is it
direction.
now?
have to resurrect somebody.
I demand that we stop.
I'm waiting.
The day was not this long, even when I
Where
had
shall I
soldiers
display
in
my
the order.
skill and expertise?
Give me
Alright.
some direction.
This tomb looks to be looted. The rank stinking bastards beat us here.
Oh crap.
They'll also dine on me supping cold steel after I'm through with them.
Stinking meat cursed with life. There are laws even here, rules. Final rest must be maintained, defilers will die. It is the way of all flesh. Gazos' tomb is gone. Navazaya's student shall be thy doom, and join me in death. Those grog blossom prick me dainties have crossed me one time too many. We've some walking undead to dispatch now, and then some live dead to find and bury. Okay, so
I'm waiting.
I shall go forth at your command.
there's just one. So
My weapon has no effect.
Give me
Point
some
the sword.
direction.
I shall strike. It shall be done, and done well.
Thrice over their graves I'll be dancing, I swear. Stolen from under me. I'll do the work of ferreting out with the blasted book of me and those cracknuts taken away.
we must away. This tomb looks not a day to fight. If we get back to Pemlinko before those fools do, mayhap I can catch them and retake what should be mine. Shagbag needs a killing. I'm with you.
I'm waiting.
I honestly thought that you just found it and then... Dang it. Alright, so we'll loot this tomb and then we'll call it a day.
I hear you well enough.
I punch. I think I can dance on the head of a pin as well.
Oh, that might kill him.
Give me some direction. I'm willing.
Be quick now. Not word. I'm skilled in avoidance.
Woo!
Fleet of foot and all that. Pay attention. We'll get those second chances.
I shall go forth at your command.
I'm waiting.
Man, that looked nasty swinging. Come slurping up out of the ground at him.
For me axe is itching for a swing or two. Me axe be bloody ready.
Give me some direction. I'm waiting.
I'll do as you tell. Only if there be a good amount of coin.
Give me some direction. What is it? I'm
Be
waiting.
quick,
Where shall I
I
display
shall
my skill and expertise?
Okay.
I am ready.
I hear you well
I
enough.
groundling.
This tomb has been cracked open and anything of value has been removed. Looters have broken the fingers of the corpse, no doubt to take something it was holding. Are those hammers? Oh, those are axes. We can give those to Corgan.
Give me some direction.
Okay. Okay, I think that is where I'm going to call this episode. We're at 1 hour exactly, so I don't want to go much longer than that. It is just hopefully just a little bit longer to finish Corgan's quest, but crazy how fast this stuff goes, because we're going to have to go back and rest and probably get Animen to cast a bunch of these lesser restorations. I need 3 at least. So that's going to be a whole thing. So call the episode there, and we should be able to get Corgan's achievement next episode, and that'll be 4 total. But thanks for watching, and you always, as always, have a good one.